Okay, so we just finished a walkthrough of the property. I reckon now it's worth maybe just going over a couple of the areas in the house that we want to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you happy if we go through that now? Do you have time?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, perfect. So, the key areas in your home that I think we'll focus on when presenting it to potential buyers is we'll start in the entryway. The front door is solid, but a fresh coat of paint would really enhance the overall first impression that we have of buyers when they come through the property. It's an easy fix for a significant return on the appeal as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I can see it's a little bit worn, and I definitely see the value of repainting it.
Yeah, perfect. The next thing as well is the living room is spacious and gets lots of natural lighting, which is awesome. The carpet's in really good condition. However, I do think it might be worth considering replacing the high traffic areas just so it makes the property look quite fresh. You don't want it to look any worn down.
That's true, yes. The carpet is a little bit worn, so I definitely see that we should probably update those areas that, we need to, for sure.
Fantastic. I think we just try and focus on keeping this property look as fresh and clean as possible as we can. Next, moving into the kitchen, I can see there is a little bit of a cabinetry issue going on, and the finishes are a bit outdated. So I think if we updated the cabinetry, maybe looked at getting a new countertop as well, it would cost anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000, but it could increase your home's value of up to $10,000 in the offers.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little bit more now, but you'll get that in the return after. So maybe if you want to have a look at some quotes or something, you can get in contact with me and we can go from there.
Sure, yeah. We've been meaning to update the kitchen, but we haven't really got around to it. And I understand because, the kitchen is the heart of the home. So very important.
Definitely. A kitchen is a really big selling point. It is a little investment here. So I think if we just focus on bringing some love into the kitchen, making it look modern yet functional, and just keeping those updates to make it really appealing, it will increase that market value that we have.
Okay.
Beautiful. The next thing I just wanted to talk to you about as well is what your goals for selling were and what kind of time frame you're looking at too.
Well, probably in the next couple of months. We want to downsize, but we don't want to rush it. We want to make sure we find the right property. So I'd say 2 to 3 months is probably our time frame.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have a specific target price in mind?
We're not really sure. We've done a little bit of research, but I'd really welcome your input as far as what, other comparable properties, compared to ours we've sold for. So I'd be relying on your feedback.
Okay, that's good to know. I can give you a realistic price range based on the current market data. If I do a market analysis, I can send that through to you later on, and that can be something which serves the purpose of looking at other properties in the last 6 months that have sold or gone to auction, what features they had, what it's going to sell for. It's a really good way just to get a bit of an understanding of what's happening in the Pigeon Springs area.
Great.
Fantastic. So I'll work on that as well for you.
Could we have a longer settlement period because we really wanted to, make sure we've got enough time to find the right property? Would that be okay
no problem.
Yep.
We can work that into the contract. That's completely fine.
Okay, great.
Fantastic. The next thing as well is I'd like to ask about any material facts that you have that could impact the sale. So has the property have any significant repairs? Is it due for renovations? What's kind of the history in that sense?
Okay, so it has been a rental for a while.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, there's a little bit of wear and tear, which we've talked about.
Yeah.
We did have some leaking in the roof, which we've had fixed, so that's a new thing.
Okay, yep.
So, from a building inspection, that would, the
Still
roof and everything will come up really well.
Yeah, fantastic.
But that's probably about it. There's no major issues other than that.
That's great to hear. We can emphasise that the home is in a solid condition when marketing it as well. Giving someone strong groundings is always a really good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I just wanted to go over just some observations that I had through the walkthrough, if you're open to listening, and also just talking about some trends that I've found on the market for properties that are similar to yours.
Okay.
So firstly, something that we haven't spoken about yet, but getting a paint for the exterior, getting a quote for that, I think would be really beneficial, because you look at the inside of the house and it does have that fresh, modern, coastal aspect to it. But from the outside, it looks a little bit worn, especially in comparison to the other properties that we have in this street and neighbourhood. Okay. So if we can get rid of the maroon and have something a bit more brighter, it will really draw in that attention, I think, as well. A fresh coat of paint could be, again, anywhere between that maybe up to 10 kind of price bracket as such, but again, the return would double.
Absolutely, yeah. We've been meaning to get that done. So as I said, it's been a rental for a while. So once we moved back in, we were aware that, you know, there was some painting that needed to be done. So we're very happy to do that, and it will preserve it as well. So
yeah. Definitely. We spoke about the kitchen updates as well, so I think that's fine, but maybe getting some quotes for that. And also just looking at the lawns as well.
Yes, definitely need some new turf there. That's no problem. That's an absolute must.
Fantastic, because other than that, the gardens are low maintenance, the house is low maintenance, it has a nice coastal appeal, it's perfectly suited for buyers looking in this area, which are young professionals, also families or a holiday house, things like that. So I think we're really trending in the right market, and this is really exciting moving forward.
Yeah, it's a great location.
Also, I just wanted to say that I reckon your home's sale price may fall anywhere between the range of $750 through to $1 million.
Okay.
Of
Depending
course,
on how it comes up in the finishes. Yeah.
exactly.
Sure.
And I think just because of how close we are with the amenities that are in the area as well, being close to the school, supermarket, things like that, the only downside is that it is a high attraction area. It doesn't have a huge amount of privacy as well. So we have to work with emphasising our best features and maybe trying to let the other things outweigh that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can do a bit of work with the garden and some strategic planting or something with some mature trees that might provide a little bit of privacy, do you think?
Most definitely. I think that's going to be a great idea.
Okay, great.
Yeah. In regards to the marketing strategy, I think basically what we'll go through is quite simple yet effective. Look at getting some professional photos done, seeing if you're interested in getting the property staged. That might be something that you're interested in. Again, totally up to you. Focusing on that online advertising as well, making sure we've got that up on popular real estate domains, and also just focusing on social media as well. So I think if we do that, and then also stage that with some open homes, focus on the leads that we get coming through with that online traction as well, I think we can really funnel that quite quickly into a good sale.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Other than that, next time I catch up with you, I'll probably get you to sign a Form 6. So it's just solidifying this agreement that I'm going to be selling your home.
Yeah.
Once we have that in place, I can talk to you furthermore about a communication plan that we have, go through our marketing as well, and complete a record of inspection too. Was there any other questions that you had?
Not that I can think of. I think you've been very thorough. Thank you. But if there's anything else that I think we need, I'll talk to my husband and we will be in touch.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you so much. I hope this gives you a bit more confidence and a bit more knowledge about what you have. And as I said, this is all a two-way street, just building trust, making sure that your needs are met as well as the buyers too. So I think if we just have that as the ground play moving forward, then we can't really go wrong.
Sounds great.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.